Okay, I'm back for card number 2. This one I used just a white card base and a piece of heavy weight 110 pound cardstock. I used some silver and some vellum to create the butterfly, or the dragonflies, sorry. And the dragonflies are just a dragonfly silhouette in 2 pieces, and they're Elizabeth Craft design. I used, what is her name? Sorry, Sheena Douglas, makes wonderful stamps. Used her small dragonfly, and I also had another one from Stampabilities, which is this one. And that's what I used to stamp the water stamping on the background. I also had a real tiny one that's, I don't know where I got it, and I kind of put it in here and there on that piece. The Thinking of You that's across the middle is close to my heart, Seaside Greetings. That's where it's from. Whoops, sorry, upside down. This set here, that's where the Thinking of You is from. Okay, and the colors we used. And Jennifer loves to do rainbow, and I love rainbow too. Anything with color, I love it. So I decided to try her rainbow background and the colors she used. So we started with, at the bottom, we start with Salty Ocean. Again, these are oxide inks. And at the top, Candied Apple. And in the middle, Wild Honey. And you blend the wild honey into the red and the blue, which gives you kind of a peachy orange and a green. So you have the rainbow. I covered the vellum pieces of the dragonflies with shimmer pen. So we're going to start on an angle. And my little piece of paper, my little scratch piece of paper to hold on to the corner. Oop, losing my guy there. So we'll get some Salty Ocean. And we're going to put it down on the corner on an angle. You're going to want to put all this ink on really heavy. If you put it on light, your water stamping will not show up when you do it. Or it won't show up very much. So you want this to be as opaque on here as possible, and then you'll see the contrast when you do the water stamping. Okay, so that's pretty good for that. Okay, so now I'm going to switch, and I'm doing the red side with the Candied Apple, which I haven't used much, but it is a really pretty red color. It reminds you really of candy apples. Good job, Tim, hitting it right on the mark there. So I do circles, but when I'm trying to kind of define a line, I just kind of go softly on that edge, and you'll see there's just a little bit of lighter, kind of where I'm going to put the yellow, the wild honey on top of it. So that looks pretty good, pretty dark. Okay, and then we're going to put the wild honey in the middle. I start by just putting it in the center without blending it into the colors. Because if you start by blending it right into one of the colors, you're going to pick it up and put it on back on your ink pad, which will come off, but it's better if you just start with the yellows, get the yellow down nice and heavy, and then start putting it in to the 2 other colors. Work this one now. Okay, so let's start putting it into the red. You see that red starts to turn kind of a, I would say like a watermelon color or peach color. It's really pretty. And you see that my dauber is picking up some of that red, which is okay. Oops. And I just tend to try and blend it out. You can also come back in with the red and blend that if you're not happy with that. So let's just wipe it off a little bit, make sure there's not too much red on there. There's those fuzzies again. Okay, now we're going to go from the yellow into the blue. It makes a really pretty green color. And if you find that you've got too much yellow, not enough red or blue, you can always bring it into the yellow a little bit more. And I think I might do that just because I find it's an awful lot of yellow. So let's just bring that up a little bit. Make sure we don't have too much yellow on that blue dauber. Okay, so we've got a little bit better ratio there instead of that great big gap of the yellow in the middle. And we'll just go back and add a little bit of red. Okay. Now I've made that red wet, so I'm going to end up with red on my yellow dauber, but that's okay. Wipe a little bit of it off in between. There. So there we have a nicely blended rainbow background. I'm going to give it a quick heat shot. It changes a little bit when it dries. Okay, so now we're going to take the dragonfly. Why I want to keep calling them butterflies. I like them both. Okay, and I'm going to do it again with the spritzing the water on my craft mat. Put the dragonfly into the water. Check him. See, he's got a little bit extra on his head, but none on his tail. Okay, so that looks pretty good. A little extra on his head and on his antenna. Okay, so we're just going to pick a spot. That one didn't have as much water maybe, and I didn't hold it as long, but you can see the definition is even more, shows up a lot more on this one than that one. So probably a little less water, a little less time, a little less pressure. So you just have to play with it yourself and see what you like. So we'll do one more using the other dragonfly. And so I just kind of rubbed it around like that the last time. So let's see. Make sure we got water on it though. Okay. So let's go this way. And we'll hold that one down. So you get the idea. It is, you just keep working your way around, put as many or as few as you like. And then I cut the strip out of the middle, so I would get red and blue in the middle, because if you go from here over, you're not going to get any of the blue. So I cut the strip out of the middle. And again, that's the way it ended up looking. You can see the dragonflies in the background, and then the vellum ones on top. And again, that was done with just a white embossing powder using that Thinking of You from the Close to My Heart set. See you soon.